Good God, I feel terrible.
Okay, that's not the way we want to start off here.
I feel, oh God, it's just.
We're bringing it.
Context be key here for those interested. It was my bachelor party this past weekend, and we had a great time at an Islander game versus the 2-time defending champion Florida Panthers. So if I look mentally and physically exhausted and my voice sounds terrible, that is why. It was awesome. I highly recommend. I didn't have to pay for anything.
That's
there you go.
I recommend that.
As it should have been that way.
That's
it was awesome. So we're at UBS Arena, which, by the way, is a gorgeous arena over in Elmont, New York, Long Island. And the Panthers scored 2 goals in the beginning of the game, and then the Islanders clawed their way back, and then Florida tied at 4 with 45 seconds left to play in the game. And then Anders Lee, the captain of the Islanders, takes the puck himself and scores with about 30 seconds left to win in regulation. And I swear to God, I have heard an Islander crowd louder one time. And that was when John Tavares came back.
I was going to say, it has to be when
it had to be that. When I tell you, that crowd was insane. It was on Star Wars night too, so It was great. I may have also had a little help thanks to some whiskey and stuff like that, and mixed drinks here and there on the train ride there. But I tackled my best man who was sitting to the right of me. It was awesome. It was great. Highly recommend. It was cool as hell that I was able to experience an Islander win from a bachelor party, and great seats, might I add.
Yeah, seats look good. You posted the pictures on social media. We saw them, and I saw your reaction at the end of the game, and that was about as excited as I've ever seen you in the time I've known you here. So, but I do have a question. Question. You mentioned a type of whiskey. What kind did you bring along with you for this fine train ride?
So my brother-in-law texts me and he goes, "Hey, what do you want for a mixed drink?" And I go, "Oh no, what do you have in mind?" And he goes, "Well, I'll let you know when we get there." So I'm like, "Do you want ginger ale in there?" I'm like, "Absolutely." So he shows up to the train station, hands me a bottle of ginger ale, and he goes, "Here." I'm like, "What's in here?" And he goes, 2 shots of Jameson, 2 shots of Jack Honey, and ginger ale. I'm like, "Oh my God, we're gonna have a good time." We're having a great time. So
you had to have exhausted all of that before you went into the game.
So I did, but it was worth it. I can hold my liquor pretty well for the most part. My best friend of 23 years could not. And I'll get to that story.
Okay.
So Lewis,
that's a cliffhanger to stand by for if there ever was one.
So Lewis, if you're listening, I'm sorry to tell this story, but it was too funny to not tell. So he had maybe 2 or 3 rum and cokes, and this guy would not shut the hell up about having Mr. Softy for 45 minutes. He was like, "I want my Mr. Softy," and he's like, "Lewis, we'll get you later." That never came. So we did end up getting him Mr. Softy, but he was pretty tipsy. It was quite funny. It was entertaining. So,
hey, sometimes you get stuck on things. I can remember if any of my former bandmates are listening, they'll know this. We went on a camping trip, and I may have engaged in some herbal refreshment. I'll leave it to you to figure out what that might have been. And I kept telling them I did it like they said. I did it 4 times. 4 times I would be like, "Hey guys, are we gonna have the steaks tonight?" And then they'd be like, "We're having fajitas. The steaks are tomorrow." And I'll be like, "Oh." And then about 5 minutes later, "Hey guys,
we having steaks tonight?"
yeah.
But you have to do it like Heath Ledger's Joker. "Hey guys, are we having steaks tonight? You want to know how I got these scars? My father was a drinker, fiend, and he wouldn't give me steaks tonight."
I don't think that character makes the show. We got a few characters.
Yeah, there are a few.
I don't think Heath makes it.
No, I don't. Mark Hamill's Joker was more well known, but Heath Ledger's was terrifying.
Yeah, Heath Ledger's Joker was
terrifying.
Yeah, very impactful. But Batman the Animated Series, you're speaking my language. That's one of my favorite cartoons ever. And we must give a nod to the Jack Nicholson Joker, I think, in the '89 Batman. Sure. Although Kevin, I want your thoughts because I was too young to really know how much of a craze it was when that movie came out. Like everybody had Batman fever. But I watched it a couple of years ago, and in my opinion, I was like, oh, this doesn't hold up like I remember. I enjoy Batman Returns more than the '89 Batman.
Batman Returns, Danny DeVito was a great Penguin.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have a disagreement right out of the gate because because the first Batman, well, first of all, people had to digest Michael Keaton. As Batman.
Yeah.
Because he was Mr. Mom, and all that back in those days.
It wasn't very well received at first, right?
At first. Yeah. And then he came out and people were like, wow, this guy is bringing it.
Yeah. That was the same thing with Christian Bale. Christian Bale was a great Bruce Wayne.
Right. He was.
Fantastic Bruce Wayne. But as Batman, at first they were like, why does his voice sound so raspy?
Oh yeah,
Rachel.
Yeah,
where are the drugs?
Talking with rocks in his mouth.
Yeah, that
literally right.
That Batman voice, I don't. Describe.
They did it. I get why they did it.
Yeah,
to protect the identity of Batman,
right?
Bruce
Which
Wayne.
Was one of the more hilarious parts of the TV series. Back in the day,
Adam West.
Yeah. Yes, he spoke the exact same way, whether he was Batman or Bruce Wayne, and nobody ever thought, wait a second. So
every time I think of Adam West, I think of his character in Family Guy.
Well, he is a good.
That's one of the things that resurrected his career.
Oh, for sure.
It did. And he wound up with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Mm-hmm. Because of those kind of roles that he took, because everybody pigeonholed him as Batman.
Yeah,
for years.
And Adam West was a notorious goofball.
He was, and he was a guy. This is even before my time. Before he was in westerns and all kinds of stuff.
Adam West in westerns.
Yeah, I know that's unbelievable, but. And he even said, well, I was concerned going in that I'd be typecast as this. And he certainly was, but
and it worked.
It worked. And so the first, when the Joker came on in that first movie, and he confronted Jack Palance and I'm the Joker, and then proceeded to kill him. I'm like, okay, we better settle in because he's the guy, years later, and you can't handle the truth. And that guy took care of every scene. He's probably
very wide range.
That's right. So I very much enjoyed that movie.
There was a film, an animated Batman film called The Dark Knight Returns.
Yes.
And if you are unfamiliar with that comic, we're going to go deep down the rabbit hole as our comic book brain. By the way, we'll get to that in a second. But first, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Department of BS from the beaches of lovely Long Island, New York.
Welcome in, people, before we start going, knows where we're going.
My name is Dan Cruz with a bad voice and all. I'm coming to you from Long Island, New York. Kevin's coming to you from the great state of Texas and Belly Fantasy Advice. And Dustin here is coming to you from the capital region of Albany, New York. And no credentials required. You can follow the show wherever you get your podcasts on Apple, Spotify, Good Pods, wherever you are maybe watching. Follow the official Time to BS podcast Facebook page. And engage in the comments. You know the drill. Be nice. We also have some breaking news. BS Sessions Volume 59 is in the works, featuring
I saw that.
Long Island, Patchogue Long Island's very own Cassandra House. This has been in the works for a long time. I would be lying if I said this didn't take a few months to get booked and everything, because she is busy. Understandably so. If you haven't checked out her music, go check it out. She's got some good stuff out there. And a delightful human being to go talk to whenever you get the chance to. So, yeah, BS Sessions Volume 59 is in the works. And we also have some interesting news because for those who live under a rock, my wedding's next week.
Oh, next week, man!
Holy crap!
It snuck up on me. I can't imagine how you feel.
Terrible. Well, let me tell you something. Hold on. Let me tell you something. It's been one of those like, holy crap, it's next week kind of situations where you don't realize it's next week until you look at the calendar and you're like, holy cow, we are 8 days away from my wedding.
Yeah.
It's wild. So we actually just left the venue about a couple hours ago.
Okay,
So, question.
Where is the honeymoon?
Santorini, Greece.
My goodness.
I heard Mrs. Wilson in the corner.
Yeah, the reaction there.
I love it. Yeah. So we just left.
That's impressive because we've gone some places.
I know you have because you've been everywhere.
And so you're impressing her. So that right alone means you're bringing it.
All right, there we go.
Okay.
We left the venue. We just made the final payments and had to schedule everything. We just got to bring decorations over and stuff like that.
Somebody else is supposed to be doing that.
Why are you looking at me that?
Because you just said we.
Yeah.
Somebody else should be in the.
No. That's what I mean. My parents, my in-laws, the cousins are getting involved too. So don't worry about that, Kevin.
Okay.
So, which leads to the interesting discussion.
Over-focused.
Yeah.
Anyway,
okay. That's all I'm saying.
Which leads to the interesting discussion because the wedding is next Sunday, the 15th, and stuff like that. So we are going to be putting a little pause on the Time TBS production for a week.
Of course,
no big deals.
You're going to be in Greece for crying out loud.
No, Greece. That's in April. That's in April.
Okay, all right.
Oh, okay.
So we got time. So we got time to do.
So is Greece like the same kind of weather, or? Because I've not been to Europe. I've been a lot of places, but not to Europe. So
I have no idea.
A good time to go? I'm just asking. I don't know.
I think late April, or we're in late April, early May. So I think it's.
Oh, you're going to be good.
We'll be fine. So,
okay.
So yeah, when that comes, we'll put 2-week pause in production and stuff like that.
Okay. So the next question is March 15th. What's the significance?
My wedding, Kevin.
I know that, but I'm saying, why did you pick March 15th?
Well, it was
no significance. That's what you're saying. That's fine.
About a $20,000 difference.
No, there you go. There you go. That's significance.
Okay.
Let me tell you,
people sometimes pick, the first day they met. Some people pick, the first time they kissed.
It was easy enough to where it wasn't too hot. Wasn't too cold. It was the very, very sort of beginning of spring, sort of here on the island. And if everything goes according to plan, the weather's going to be fine. Please, for the love of God, I don't want to hear the complaining about the rain. Just like,
Yeah.
No, anyway,
hopefully everything holds off for you. And let me just say real quick that little exchange right there. It's one of my favorite moments in the history of this fine program.
$20,000 difference.
I just got to sit back while you two were kind of, going a little back and forth. I was like, I'm gonna sit back while Mom and Dad figure this out.
I love it. So yeah, like I said, next week we're a little pause in production of Time to BS, but we will return with BS Sessions Volume 59, which will come out the following week.
Okay.
So,
There you
Yay!
go. That kind of works out because the 12th happens to be somebody's birthday over there.
Oh,
And so we are planning, yeah, do. And so we will actually not be at home next week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
all
So-
right,
Okay.
all right. There we
So
go.
that works all the way around. So
I feel like Dustin's gonna find a way to run the ship.
It would
That's
be
right.
you know what I would do? I just had a brainstorm. It would be me
Oh no!
and the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry.
Oh god! Oh my god! Someone had to have had that idea before, where they
Yeah,
just have
yeah.
a split, where they have like multiple personality disorder or something like that.
Yeah.
Someone had to have done that as a podcast. If you haven't found it, do it, please. Trademark it now.
that's right.
Oh man.
That's awesome. So, guys, how you been? It's been a little bit. I understand that life gets busy and stuff like that. And oh my god, my voice.
Yeah, we might have
Well,
to we might have to do some heavy lifting this show.
That's
You gotta-
right. So I'm ready to do it.
Eh.
And I don't know about next weekend, but there's storms moving through this weekend. So hopefully that'll be all be clear.
Oh, thank God! I was about to put you in the penalty box.
No. I'm saying no. We're gonna clear that out over the weekend, and you'll be good.
Mhm.
Well, let's play with some memes today.
All right.
Let's see what I got here.
Let's do it.
What the hell was that?
Forgot about that one. Forgot about the Simpsons one.
Which is a timely reference because did either of you see? I have to talk about this. It's been
Okay.
it's been lighting the internet up by storm. Did you see the McDonald's CEO take his phantom bite of the
I
Big
did.
Arch burger?
I did, and oh man,
So Dan, to fill you in if you don't know, and it worked because now there's rumors that they did it on purpose, and it worked on me because I was like, I got to try this Big Arch. So I ordered a Big Arch and I had it. Pretty good burger, pretty good burger. Wouldn't get it every day. But the McDonald's CEO, Dan, first of all, he came out and he's talking, oh, I love this product. I love this product. And he warned us. He said, I'm going to eat this for lunch, but I'm going to do a tasting right now. And he takes a bite. And it's almost like that Krusty burger scene, which made me think of it, where Krusty's eating the burger, and then as soon as the camera turns off, he spits it out. That's kind of what this reminded me of. And he was like, that's so good. And he like puts it down. And so now, first of all, he got backlash, and people are asking him, they're like, there's no way this guy eats McDonald's. And somebody asked him on Instagram, how often do you eat at McDonald's? And this guy was very strategic. He goes, I'm going to tell you it's a lot. He said, I am in McDonald's 3 to 4 times a week.
Yeah, that's a blatant BS lie.
Yeah. Well, because then he said, he goes, sometimes it's breakfast, sometimes it's lunch, sometimes it's a dinner.
Wow.
I am in McDonald's 3 to 4 times a week. Notice he didn't say I eat at McDonald's 3 to 4 times a week. He said I am in McDonald's.
And didn't that inspire whoever runs Burger King to do a counterpunch? That's what I thought.
Yes. That's what I was getting to.
Thought.
That's what I was getting to, Kevin. The Burger King CEO came out and took a massive bite of the Whopper.
Right. Which I saw that.
Was eating the Whopper. And then Wendy's won up them all because the Wendy's CEO cooked the burger himself and ate it. It's been wild.
What, man, this is the wild, wild west. We should have known that. We could have known that last week.
I know it would have been perfect last week. That's why.
Let me just say, let me just say, Dustin, that's classic.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hijack this show, but the big arch has been at the forefront of humanity this week.
That got Kevin real good.
There's certain things that are just, outstanding, and that's one of them right there.
Business. Numbers. Is this working? Yes.
Yay! Oh, that's a new one. I haven't seen that one before.
Okay.
Oh, we got one more. We got the aliens.
Words. Words. Yep. Uh-huh. Read. Book. Yep.
I love those guys.
And
Always have.
there was behind the scenes of the NFL Rulebook Committee.
Oh man.
Jesus,
Wow.
we got a show to do, ladies and gentlemen, because we're off the rails as per usual. So,
Yes.
did you guys see a very interesting trade that happened in the NFL?
Which
over
one?
the week?
There's a few.
So there was apparently okay. So they're calling this trade a blockbuster, and I'm like, how? Okay, so let's set it up.
Yeah.
The Los Angeles Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs have made a trade, sending former All-Pro corner, I believe he was an All-Pro, Trent McDuffie,
Yes.
True.
over to the Rams for a first rounder, a second, I think it was a third, and like 2 more picks or something like that. And something like that. So it was very interesting.
It was.
Courtney.
It was. But you know what was the most interesting part of this whole thing? That it was revealed, I did not know this, that the Rams have had 1 first-round pick under the entire tenure of Coach Sean McVay.
That's
so stupid.
That surprises me. That surprises me because I knew they went all in the year to get Stafford and everything else.
Right.
But man, 1 under because hasn't Les Snead been the GM as well for the entirety of McVay's run?
I believe that's true.
Okay. So when I saw this trade, I was like, that's a lot for a corner. But then I remember, oh yeah, Sauce Gardner happened.
That's right. He got 2 first-round picks.
I am not a fan.
Pointed out that Sauce Gardner is a better player than this guy.
I am not a gigantic fan of this trade.
Hey, the Rams made it, so yay for them.
I think Kansas City by default won this deal.
That depends on who they pick. That's always the kicker right there.
Well, the reason why I say that is because they do need to upgrade their pass rush a little bit. Chris Jones is getting older.
They need a lot of things for a team that's gone to 78 Super Bowls or whatever it is.
George Karlaftis is still a good player, but they don't. You can have the league. We've been proofs of this. You can have the greatest secondary in the history of the league, but have a pass rush that can't stop a fly, and your defense gets torn to shreds.
Yeah.
So, in Kansas City's perspective, it's a good deal to trade McDuffie because you get a lot of money off your books. Kelsey's going to be gone soon, probably.
Yeah. He's as far as I'm concerned.
Up his mind.
Well, I think he's already gone. I think
he's got to be.
He may well be, but he hasn't announced that.
Probably. And for the Rams, it's like, why would you make this trade if you have to re-sign Braden Fisk, Jared Verse, Byron Young, a couple other guys, but Verse and Fisk are going to get paid.
That's right. And so they got to figure out where this money's coming from.
Yeah. Unless Stafford's retiring next year.
May happen.
Which may happen, but unless he's retiring next year.
What are we talking after the season?
Yeah, after the season.
Yeah.
This doesn't make a lot of sense.
No, but I think you hit the nail on the head, Dan. Stafford said he was coming back this year,
right.
and I think the Rams, rightly or wrongly,
rightly
or wrongly, they think that it's next year or bust for them. They are going.
I believe that's their thinking too, Dustin.
Well, yeah, they are going all in, and we watched it. The cornerbacks, aside from special teams, I would say the cornerback play. While at times, because everybody's going to say, well, they picked off Sam Darnold 4 times, all that, but sometimes they were too aggressive and they could get beat. So I think they wanted to elevate their cornerback play, and
Yeah.
What they do the last time they traded away all their picks, they went all in for the Super Bowl,
and it paid off.
Yep, they got there, and I think they're going to try it again because I think Matthew Stafford played well enough last year where they're like, you know what, as long as his back holds up, we're good, and we protected him well enough. Let's run it back. Let's get him a few more assets and take one more run because they were close.
They were, and I agree, Dustin, because they looked and saw what the Seahawks and Sam Darnold specifically did to them in the NFC title game.
Yeah,
he did whatever he wanted to that secondary. So
I don't know. This just seems like a weird deal to me because
he's only 25. That's first.
He's a really good corner. I'm not denying that.
Right, and he's 25, and Kansas City, he was up for his option this year. And so they were going to have to pay through the nose if they kept him on the roster. So they decided, I think this is going to be a trade that probably works for both teams. So hopefully not too well.
Yeah. But do you think, Dan, because you said it seems like a weird deal, but I want to talk about it from the Kansas City end of things for a little bit. You said you think that Kansas City won this deal because of the picks and the assets
and the salary, yeah.
But do you think this signals a soft rebuild around Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's a rebuild. I think it's a
it's like a retool.
Yes, because they're only one season away from being in the Super Bowl
again,
right? And when they went to the Super Bowl, they won like every one-score game.
Which, by the way, if everyone's saying that Chiefs team would have beaten the Seahawks team,
let's stop.
Shut your mouths up, please. Shut up.
Shut it. Yes, please.
Okay, there's a reason why Kansas City got their butts whooped by Philadelphia in that Super Bowl.
And it was
because they were frauds. Mm-hmm. They were frauds.
Right.
I'm sorry, but they were.
And that was exposed this past year, even before he was hurt.
It's almost like, I wonder who called that.
Come on, man. You've called multiple teams frauds.
Let us know.
You've
However, but I've been right on most of them.
Yeah, yes, you have.
I've been right on most of them.
But don't think I haven't seen your tactics in the comments on No Threads. You'll find a creative way to work the word fraud into a bunch of team names, and then you could be like, "Yeah, I got it."
San Francisco 40 frauds?
Yeah. That was the one I was thinking of most,
Well, I'd certainly be glad to throw, any kind of dirt I can on the 49ers, but I thought they did better than they could have possibly been expected.
I hear you. Okay, but let's go back to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this a soft rebuild? What do you guys think, Kevin? What do you think?
I don't think it's a soft rebuild. I just think it's you put together the ingredients for a cake and you tried it. No, this misses something. So
yeah, right.
They're going to go and because they need a running game.
Yeah.
They need some wide receivers. They need their defense is carried the team.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Sure.
Patrick Mahomes or no, it was the defense. So they need they need all these, plus they're cash strapped.
Yes.
So they needed to, fill up, get and do these things but they have to hit on the draft picks, just like the Seahawks did when they shipped out Russell Wilson. They hit on every single one of those picks.
Yeah. They did.
And so I think the Chiefs, given the way that they run their organization, I'm going to give them that they're going to do this right.
Hopefully.
They probably will. They probably will, but you have to wonder so I don't think it's a full-on rebuild, but I do think this is the first step of a retool for the Chiefs.
Yes.
We pointed it out. They do not have a number one receiver. They've been trying to get one
Right, and
For-
Rasheed Rice can't stay out of trouble.
Yep, that's exactly. He
And
could be their
I know
number
that
one.
more than anybody because I live where he goofs off in the off season.
Yeah, because
Okay, so
I don't want to say he's talented enough to be any team's number one receiver, but you're right, Kevin. He just can't put it together to stay out of trouble on the field. And then Xavier Worthy fell off a cliff.
he fell off
a cliff.
Yeah.
about 6 cliffs.
And also, let's not forget the Chiefs made multiple overtures for DK Metcalf. They were linked to DK for a year or so. Them and the Packers. And
the worst part is they're going to sign Tyreek Hill, and it's going to be.
That's what I was going to say. If Tyreek Hill is healthy, he's going back to the Chiefs.
What a trash human being he is.
I will agree with you there.
Okay. So, okay.
But I think Andy Reid, it could be if the Chiefs scuffle out of the gate this year because the rest of their division is improving around them, with the exception of the Raiders. The Raiders are wild card. We don't know.
There's
but
a subject we need to discuss there as well.
the Broncos and Chargers are better, so we'll
They
see.
are.
But
And the Chargers just made a move to shore up their offensive line.
Here's the thing, though, with Tyreek Hill.
Yeah,
because I understand that, this is my problem with the National Football League and stuff like that. Because Tyreek Hill, granted, allegedly, but there was literal evidence of this guy being a no good piece of human garbage, and he still gets multiple chances in the NFL, gets tens of millions of dollars to catch
That's what happens when it's not on video.
To catch a freaking football.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the point is, if you're a third or fourth string offensive lineman and you get caught with a weed allegation, you're out of the league.
Yeah.
If you want any other, example of favoritism, look no further than the National Football League.
For sure.
Because Tyreek Hill's going to go back to Kansas City. It's all but decided.
He will, provided he's healthy, because that's the one thing where the NFL, it's not because they have standards and they have values, despite the fact despite the fact that they have commercials that try to tell you that they do, and they have, but so in the NFL we have a recent example. Stephon Diggs released by the Patriots. It is out there.
That was incoming for months, but okay.
Yes, but they didn't see because he had problems off the field. He had controversy swirling around him. We're not.
And then he wasn't that great on the field.
But that's my point.
We're not talking about that.
That's my point. They kept him through the Super Bowl because they kept waiting for him to be the great receiver that he has been in previous years. And my point was going to be, if he was this year, he would still be on the team. He did not get released because of what's going on off the field. He got released because he did not play up to their expectations this season. That's it.
And they didn't want to pay him.
Yeah.
Speaking of NFL free agency, the free agency essentially, when does the official free agency period start? The 9th?
That would be the 11th.
Okay. Yes.
Cool. So, we already have some interesting moves going on because Chicago decided to go, hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to win 12 games and we're going to trade our number one receiver. We're going to release our starting middle linebacker. And we're just going to say, screw it and hope for the best.
Well, don't forget, because they also lost their center who retired at the age of 27.
Okay.
Yeah.
People are destroying him.
On Twitter,
retiring at 27
on Twitter because they said you signed for $45 million and you're retired. What are you doing? Okay. Do you guys remember Chris Borland?
Yes.
The name is familiar. Yes.
So when the 49ers were in the middle of their excessive rebuild after Jim Harbaugh left, when Patrick Willis got hurt, I believe 2014.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
There was a linebacker from Wisconsin by the name of Chris Borland. He played one season in the NFL and played great. He retired, literally days after Patrick Willis retired, because he said, and I quote, I did what I wanted to do, and I want to protect my health long term.
Yeah.
Yes, that's which is as good of a response as you can possibly get. That's a guy who I want to talk to.
Yeah,
one
for
day.
sure. I would
Absolutely.
get him for a
Open
volume.
invitation. Come on down.
Yeah.
Come on down to the Olive Garden to get your free breadsticks.
Super Toscana's
We'll
waiting for
throw
you.
in, the soup and salad while we're at it.
Yeah.
But like,
yeah.
this is the point. It's like Drew something. What was his name? Drew Dahlman.
Yes,
I think so.
Alman. Yes.
Yeah.
Alman,
Drew
yes.
Dahlman retired at the age of 25 or 20 or something like
27.
that.
27.
27.
Yep.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah.
But like, and people are crushing him.
No.
People
No,
crushing him never played the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I would
exactly.
never, because I've not played it. I've been watching it for years and years and years, but I've not played it.
Mhm.
And so, especially if you're a center, you get knocked around every play.
Yeah.
Whether it's
Yeah.
a run play, pass play, whatever it is, the center gets beat up.
Yeah.
And
Anybody on the line.
well, anybody on the line, yes, that's true. But if you're like, you know what, my brain has got a buzzing sound going on, or my knee is not pointed the right direction, or whatever it is,
Oof.
hey, as long as he's, got some good financial, guys behind him, whatever, okay.
Yeah. He's made
You
his
know?
money.
You got the money, and just don't, so you don't know where you are or who you are when you're 60 years old.
Correct. There's another question I want to ask you. So, regarding to our Seattle Seahawks,
Yeah.
there's been rumors swirling around that they could let Kenneth Walker go.
Which they will.
I am not for, nor am I entirely against that. And I will tell you why.
Okay.
Because Charbonnet just got ACL surgery.
Correct.
They've viewed him as their featured back since last August.
Yeah.
So if Charbonnet comes back according to schedule, which could be around October, maybe November or something like that, depending on how his rehab goes.
Yeah.
They also got two other guys in Kenny McIntosh, who's coming off an ACL, but he had a year plus to recover.
Yeah.
And George Holani, say what you want, had like when given opportunities to show production, he can do his stuff.
Yeah.
But then the running back, the Seahawks have proved that running backs grow on trees and wide receivers grow on trees. They've proved it.
Yeah.
They've proved it.
They did.
Which is why I'm not 100% positive that the JSN extension gets done this offseason either.
I mean, I think that one's too big to avoid.
Yeah, good point.
It probably is.
I know it's against John Schneider's DNA to extend receivers. We broke it down on an earlier episode of Seahawks Sessions, Dan. You gave me a quiz and I failed miserably to figure out who the last receiver that John Schneider extended. And
No. It was the last receiver to get it was the last player to get a 5-year contract with the Seahawks.
Yes.
It was Percy Harvin.
Yep. Thank you.
And we saw how that worked out.
Yeah.
So I understand what they're doing, but he essentially was like 80% of your offense.
Yeah.
True. And when it comes to, and I know that our colleagues out there on the third and 10 podcast.
Yeah.
Right.
The
drums, which I don't get.
Oh, to bring him to
they
New
don't
York.
need it. They've got other needs than running back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's the side.
Go.
Okay? The Seahawks have shown that they want to run a 2-back set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if Kenneth Walker thinks he's going to, he may go out and, somebody's going to pay him top dollar to be the number one running back. And I think that's a mistake. He's, he'll get his money, but he's not as effective. And we saw him in the Super Bowl and all that because he was used exactly that way during the season.
Here's what I think
He
is going to
wasn't
happen.
burnt out.
Here's what I think is going to happen.
Okay.
I think they're going to. I think he's going to test the market.
Right, which he
See
has
what
every
happens.
right to do and do it.
But there's a certain running back in New Orleans I have my eye on. Alvin Kamara.
Okay.
He has basically, if the Saints were to release him today, there would be no dead cap for New Orleans. And granted, he's much older than he
Right,
was back in the day, but he's still an effective freaking player.
Well, I have somebody else in mind.
Oh, who you got in mind, Kevin?
I have a certain Carolina running back named Rico Dowdle.
If the Panthers let him go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
bring him in.
may well happen. He's had 2,000-yard seasons for 2 different franchises. And if they don't let him go, how about Travis Etienne? I've brought that up before.
ETN, I liked. Well, he's a Clemson guy, so I understand. But like, to try to hide your fanhood. There you go. So,
Hey, I pointed out, he was in the top 10 at being able to get 20-plus yard rushes and 40-plus yard rushes. He was top 10.
good
Yeah.
So
point.
he can pop. And that's what, if Charbonnet's okay, then they've got him for the, how they did it with the close in, yards and down by the end zone and all that. And then they could bring in an ETN and he could do the 10-yard pops, the 20-yard pops and all that. Then they're right back in business.
Here's who I think they're going to target in free agency first. I think they're going to booster the pass rush because with the rumor of DeMarcus Lawrence contemplating retirement, Hendrickson's a free agent.
Yeah.
Hendrickson's out there.
You don't have to give up any draft nothing, which you'd have to do for Max Crosby. I'm out on it.
And then the other name that has been on my mind, the Chargers just released him, Mekhi Becton.
Okay.
Mekhi Becton. Okay, say what you want about Bradford. He improved during the season.
He did.
During the last 10 games of the year. But for majority of the I see it, Kevin. For majority of the year, he was a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
He was.
He was the weak spot on the line.
They definitely need to address this.
So
one way or another.
I'd be floored if they get Mekhi Becton because he's a really good guard. He's not the best tackle in the world, but he's a better guard now.
Which is what the
thank
Seahawks
God
do.
for Philly.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Philly resurrected his career, man.
Literally.
They moved him to a different position, and he's a different player now.
And then the other player that I would target. There's two guys. The two guys I just mentioned, Trey Hendrickson and Mekhi Becton, are the two players I would target.
Yeah,
at the top of my list. The only reason I'm not 100% sold on ETN is because this is his first really good year. He had okay years prior.
Yeah.
But this was his first really good year. Like, really good year. But I would target a corner. Because Tariq Woolen's going. I don't think he's coming back.
In my personal opinion, he projects himself as being. He even said, "I'm a great player," but there are too many times where he's not in position. Too many times, like against the Rams, where he made a boneheaded play.
Oh yeah, I was mad. I was real mad.
Right, and we had every reason to be upset. So. But the Seahawks have too many cornerbacks that are potential free agents. They've got to do something in this area.
Well, they have two.
Well, yeah,
two of them.
Right. But, if you've got 4 on your roster, that's half of them right there.
Do you want me to read you the free agent corner lists that are on here?
Well, somebody said it wasn't that great, which I don't think is the case.
That's BS.
Right.
Marshawn Lattimore.
Okay.
Yeah, he was released, right? Straight up released by the Commanders.
Trevon Diggs.
Okay, yeah.
Hit or miss, truthfully.
Yeah.
He's too much of a miss for me.
Jamel Dean. Okay. Amik Robinson from Detroit.
Okay.
Greg Newsome,
Okay.
Jacksonville. Good player.
Okay.
Really
Yeah.
good player. Really good player. Alontae Taylor, New Orleans. Nah. I like him, though. I like him a lot.
Depends on what they all want.
Yeah.
Former Seahawk Killer Witherspoon.
Okay.
Was why the heck not? And then it's just a bunch of, guys, but granted, they're not terrible. I would target Lattimore because he's the veteran guy.
I would. I mean,
Why
he's
the heck
older,
not?
he's older,
Right?
but
And
he's
they've
still
got-
good.
They've got some cash to be able to do some things. So
They have breathing room,
they do.
which John Schneider, the human slot machine. Let's see where I go today.
Right.
Well,
They're
and
not Kansas City, who's over the cap.
Thank
It has to
God.
make these moves, and the same thing with the Cowboys, and they have to restructure contracts and all that stuff.
We have a John
Seahawks
sighting.
don't have
Yes.
to do that.
We have a John sighting. I don't think John Schneider is going to overpay for anybody. He's right.
He's right about
He
that.
won't.
Yeah,
He
I
won't.
agree. I agree, and it's to go back to Kenneth Walker for a second. I think that's why ultimately, and I'm with you, Dan. I'm kind of neutral on it because I've always liked Kenneth Walker. I've always had a soft spot for Kenneth Walker. Because he's one of these players that it's obvious you can see his talent when the ball is in his hands, but he hasn't been able to stay healthy. And Kevin's right. The reason that he was fresh for the end of the year is because they kept using Charbonnet as well, because Charbonnet, they viewed him as the feature back. You're right, Dan. They did. It was obvious they wanted him to be the feature back. But Kenneth Walker, because of the way he finished the season and because he has the Super Bowl MVP, he is going to command too much money from somebody.
Which would be
Because
stupid.
and Ryan has brought up, and I agree with him on this. Aaron Jones in Minnesota is expected to be released. They need a running back in the worst way because Jordan Mason, he wasn't it this year. So people are positing that Kenneth Walker and the Minnesota Vikings a potential landing spot. Now supposedly the Vikings are also they inquired to try to get A-Chain from the Dolphins. So they're looking at backs. They know
Do
they
you
need
read
one.
you the running back free agent lists?
Sure.
It's not great, but it's better than the corner lists.
Okay.
Travis Etienne,
Yeah.
Antonio Gibson, Najee Harris,
Najee,
no,
J.K. Dobbins,
J.K. Dobbins, another one, dynamic, but he can't stay healthy.
Raheem Mostert.
Raheem is
That's interesting.
Yes, I would say bring Raheem in because he's as consistent as anybody. As long as he's at the age in his career, put him in a committee, he's going to be fine.
Oh yeah. And who's the offensive coordinator?
The offensive coordinator is his
Brian Fleury.
former, yes,
That's right.
one of his former coaches.
Former tight end coach.
Yeah.
Let's see what I got here. Kenneth Gainwell, Travis Homer, Jerome Ford, AJ Dillon, Quadzilla.
No.
Quadzilla.
He is. He's got quads.
I forgot about
I loved him out of college. He was awesome.
Which that's fine and dandy, but it's not college now.
Okay, sure. Anyway, I don't know. I'm curious to see what they do. I'm very curious to see what they do.
I'm curious as well. There's one thing that I heard multiple times when they were discussing Kenneth Walker, and more than one person said that he's a one-dimensional back, which is absolute nonsense. They must not have saw what he did in the Super Bowl and the time where he was catching passes out of the backfield.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they were talking about at all.
Right.
I like his pass catching ability, so that enhances him in my eyes. And if the Seahawks could find a way to keep him, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah.
So,
but I think John is right. John Schneider is just not going to want to pay the amount of money that I
Right.
think other teams will drive Kenneth Walker's
Right,
price
because
up.
they're going to see Super Bowl MVP and all that
Yeah.
stuff, and if he gets the money, okay, yay for him.
Yay, right?
But if you're the Seahawks, you can't let that, override your thinking. To me,
Yeah, and I do like the ETN fit. If it happens, I do like the ETN fit because then you'd kind of have a similar version to what you just had.
right?
Use Charbonnet to get the short bang bang yards, and then let ETN be the home run hitter.
And then you got Kenny McIntosh.
Yeah,
Who can run? That gets fast.
Right. And so if Charbonnet takes some time to heal,
yeah.
which he's
Sure.
probably not Jason Tatum. Okay. So he might take some, and that's fine. If the other two can hold down that position until he's fully healthy, fine.
All right. With that being said, we gotta hit a commercial break because of course we do, and then we'll get to the NHL trade deadline, and then film school, and then Dustin's jukebox makes a glorious return. So with that being said, be right back, ladies and gentlemen, after a word from one of our sponsors. This show ain't free, so time for some ads.
Hey everyone, it's Ryan from No Credentials Required to talk to you about one of our newest partners at Belly Up Sports, SeatGeek. Yeah, live sports is great on television, but the feeling of being at the arena is a priceless experience. That's why our friends at SeatGeek are there to help you find the best tickets at the best prices. Not only can you get tickets to sporting events, but you can also get tickets to concerts, comedy shows, musicals, and more. Search for your desired event now at SeatGeek.com, enter promo code BellyUpSports at checkout, and you save $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets.
All right, so
Hey,
let's go
while we're still talking about the Seahawks, something to show you, gentlemen, that I happened to pick up. Can y'all see that?
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Oh, there
Yeah,
you
I
go.
can see that. That's
So I
pretty
got
nice.
that one, but that wasn't it. Then I've got this one.
Oh, it's
Oh,
awesome.
nice.
Yeah, that's looking good.
So, we're well represented by the Seahawks in this household. So
There
Yeah,
you go.
of course. I mean, and that's the thing. Just it's another thing of, oh, this is an outlier for the Seahawks. Nobody, they're not gonna do anything. We'll see. We'll see what they do. But I don't know about you, gentlemen, but I have been very interested in the goings on in the NHL. It's that post-Olympic hockey high that you wrote about, Kevin. I'm in it
Hey, there we go.
right now.
There we go. Let's get to the theater, shall we? So, with that being said, let's introduce a returning segment here on the Department of BS, Film School. You guys got your popcorn ready?
ready.
Sure. Always.
All right. So this week's edition of Film School, we have to go to HBO, one of our delightful, old, reliable friends here in the media department. Are you guys familiar with Green Lantern?
Yes.
course.
Hal
You know,
Jordan and who are the other ones?
John Stewart, Guy Gardner, and a fourth. I can't
Okay,
remember.
Guy Gardner, I can remember. Yeah.
Guy Gardner, notorious a-hole. Anyway, so
Tell us how you really feel.
by the way, was played by Nathan Fillion in the
That's right. Which I thought that he looked.
that was a great fit.
Well, I thought he looked. I liked him, but I thought he looked ridiculous.
Anyway, so HBO, who has had a great history of bringing out content in terms of the TV show variety, they hit us with a trailer of the new series HBO's Lanterns. So if you're unfamiliar with the Green Lantern lore, allow us to give you a hint and
Here we go.
inside information. Hashtag comic book nerds. So the show takes place much, much later in the future. Hal Jordan's a lot older, and he's training a younger Green Lantern of Earth, John Stewart, who I can't remember the actors' names, but I will tell you, there's a lot of profanity in the trailer.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
So-
HBO for you.
But they don't give you a whole glimpse of Green Lantern's powers. They show you the suit and they show you the rings.
Okay.
But I thought it was really interesting, and I saw the trailer. I was like, all right. I mean, HBO doing a DC. So, for those who don't know, HBO and DC have a contractual agreement to where all DC's production is filtered to HBO. That's their deal.
Yeah.
You can find the DC animated films on there. All DC animated content is on there, ranging from Batman to Superman to the Justice League to everybody. Everybody's on there. Dark Side and stuff like that. Oh, I love this stuff. But I'm very interested to see how they do a live action Green Lantern. The last big project involving the Green Lanterns was Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern in 2008.
Infamous film.
Which,
Infamous.
if you want to watch that film,
You
don't watch it.
That's right.
If you're a Ryan Reynolds fan, please watch it. It's interesting.
No.
If you're a Ryan Reynolds fan, sure, go ahead, watch it. I don't care. But if you're a fan of good film, don't watch it.
Don't watch it because then that taste will be in your mouth for quite some time.
It's like pickle juice and wine.
No. No.
I'm gonna try it. No.
Oh, don't try it.
I'm
Don't try it.
joking.
Man,
I
that
saw
was-
an interesting drink that I introduced my fiance to, and I've coined it the pregnancy cocktail, and it's
Oh.
pickle juice and Fireball.
Oh no.
Oh. All right.
Would
All
you
right.
have a stomach lining left after something like that?
Maybe not. Maybe
Probably
not.
not. Probably not. But I mean, you guys didn't see the trailer, so you guys didn't get a chance to look at it. But Hal Jordan's clearly older.
Mhm.
They get an older Hal Jordan. I think they got the casting right. For the most part. Sure. I mean, Jon Stewart was, the second Green Lantern. Or third.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I don't know how the order goes.
Yeah.
Well, because there's also the multiverse thing in DC now, which is, yeah, right, Kevin. There you go. A pain in the ass.
Yeah.
There you go.
So here's a question. Do you know why the multiverse came around in the DC arena in the first place?
No, do tell.
Mm-mm.
Because back in the day, DC, they were doing comic books. Like the Flash would be doing something over here, while at the same time, they would be doing something over here with the Justice League at the very same time. He can't, obviously, I know he's Flash, but he can't be in two places at once.
Okay.
And they have all kinds of problems like that. And so to correct this scenario, they came up with this, multiverse thing. So where you could have a Flash over here and a Flash over here, and it wouldn't contrast each other because they're two different Flashes.
Yeah, good point. I'm optimistic on this show because I love HBO's production.
Well, that's you hit the nail on the head for me, Dan, because DC on the animated side, I got no problems with
DC
what I've
animated
seen.
stuff is fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
The
love
live
that.
action problem.
Yeah,
That's on par. I will say, DC animated films on par with Marvel.
yeah.
On
Yeah,
par with
they're-
Marvel live action, not even close.
Yeah, they're good. From everyone that I've watched, I've enjoyed, and I'm a big Bat fan, so that's why DC animated. I've seen a few, but you hit the nail on the head.
Yeah,
You hit the nail on the head of why I am optimistic about this show. One, because it's a show and HBO is handling it. Did either of you see? Because I'm going to use another example where I didn't like the film. I know it's going to be an unpopular opinion because some people love this film, but I love the show, The Watchmen. Did either of you see?
The Watchmen movie was absolutely horrific.
See, I did not like the Watchmen movie. I was with
It
you,
was
Kevin.
awful.
I
watched
thought it was too slow.
Yes, it
I've
was
seen
too
people
long.
say what a great movie that was, and
Yeah.
I'm like, you must have been in a different movie than I am, because I would prefer not to see somebody's junk that's 8 feet tall.
Yeah, but
Okay, among
So,
many other problems with that movie.
I have a joke. I'm gonna keep it to myself.
Okay, that could really put us down into some.
No, I
issues.
want to
So-
wait till Desi eventually arrives, and then
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
tell the joke.
all right. We'll save that. We'll keep that one in the chamber.
Where is
honey.
she? She's not even in here. What the hell? Where is she?
Yeah,
I
this is
don't
not
know.
right.
Every once in a while, I guess even the MVPs miss one. But
Oh,
the HBO, the Watchmen show
was
very
great.
good. Very good. Go watch that, Kevin. It will get the
Okay.
taste of the movie out of your mind. And
Okay.
that's why I don't have a huge fandom when it comes to the Green Lantern, but because this is HBO, I am going to watch this for sure. I haven't watched what's the John Cena DC property?
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker. People say Peacemaker very good as well. I haven't watched it. But that is on my list. But this I am very optimistic because of what they did with the Watchmen show. I have that much faith in HBO's production. Watch the new Game of Thrones series if you haven't. It's better than House of the Dragon, trust me. It's very
Really?
good. Yeah, because I love the original series. Obviously, they botched it a little bit at the end.
Thank you.
But House of Dragon wasn't it for me. I still watched it, but I wasn't like invested. This new one, it's
A Knight's Tale?
yes. I couldn't think of it. Wait, A Knight's Tale is the movie with Heath Ledger.
Close enough.
Yeah. but this one's very good as well. I have basically my concern about DC is outweighed by my faith in HBO and the fact that it's a TV show.
The
I'm
only
excited.
reason I have 80% optimism in favor of HBO. The other 20% is because DC live action over the last 15 years has not been great.
No, it's been real
I can
bad.
give you a whole list.
Yeah.
So people loved, and I mean loved, Jared Leto's Joker
No.
in the Suicide Squad film.
No.
And I watched that film. I'm like, how do people love this crap?
Yeah,
that first Suicide Squad was a mess.
It was
Yeah,
terrible.
oh my
The
goodness.
casting,
Second one that
great.
they did. Okay, now we're on to something.
The casting was great. I will defend that.
That's right.
However,
I
asked someone years ago. I remember this conversation. I said, "Okay, I want you to name me 2 things that are great about that Suicide Squad film that doesn't involve Joker and Harley Quinn." And they're like, and I'm like, there you go. That's all I need to know. Wasn't great.
I'd argue that Harley Quinn was it.
I'm not a big Margot Robbie fan.
I like
thought
Margot
she did
Robbie.
fine as Harley
I'm
Quinn.
not a big fan of hers.
Especially when, the Birds of Prey movie. I
Sure.
thought was pretty good.
I don't know. Margot Robbie reminds me of a high school nursing student who's also clinically insane and is on 17 different antidepressants.
Well, I mean, have you only seen her as Harley Quinn, or have you watched some of her other?
Well,
I've seen Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay, yeah. So I thought she did a good job in that.
She
but
did. She was also hot. Let's also be real here.
That goes without saying. But
and I thought,
Tanya,
as
well.
Barbie, she should have been thrown off a friggin' mountain and never found again.
Oh man! Kevin with the Macho Man elbow drop on Margot Robbie. That was somebody clip that and send it to Margot Robbie. No, please don't. Please don't.
Well, let me tell you, Margot Robbie. The one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you the Macho Man elbow drop.
Oh no!
I'm gonna send you. Gonna give you some cup of coffee. Okay, I can't do it.
That was pretty good. All we need is your voice to be a little dinged up from an Islander game. That's all we
There
need.
we
That's
go.
the combo.
Yeah.
That's the combo.
The only way you're off this mountain is if I throw you off. Oh, yeah. Hall of Famer Macho Man Randy Savage, by the way.
Right. That's right. A deserving Hall of Famer, to be sure.
Indeed.
So
Indeed,
before
very
we move
much.
on, let me just say, because HBO having this, like you said, Dustin, gives me some confidence.
Mhm.
Kind of like, the Marvel shows in the hands of Netflix hit it out of the park.
Sure.
Anywhere else, eh. But
Yeah,
as
'cause
far
didn't
as, Netflix, The Defenders, and Daredevil, and Punisher, all were great movies or great shows.
Ooh, did you
See,
guys see?
I didn't see Punisher, but what was the one with
Punisher was awesome.
what was the one with Kristen Ritter, Jessica Stone, or
Jessica Jones,
Jones?
also
Yes.
very good.
Yeah,
Also
that one
good comic.
That one I liked.
Yes,
Did you guys
especially
see
that first season when she was going up against the Purple Man who could make you do anything that he wanted you to do.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Did you guys see the Wendy's Twitter account recently?
Oh no, but their social media is unhinged. It's
My
awesome.
God.
What did they do now?
Breaking news: the Raiders are releasing last season's starting quarterback Geno Smith, barring a trade before the start of the league year.
Oh no!
Nobody's gonna trade for him.
Hold on.
What
Enter Wendy's at Geno Smith from Wendy's. In case things don't work out in free agency, we're looking for a chief tasting officer.
Oh yeah, I saw that. The position pays $100,000 a
That
year.
is fantastic.
Wendy's.
I'm in.
Yeah, come on.
I'm in.
Sponsor us. We'll do it.
We'll do it. We'll do it live.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get a cigar company to sponsor us. I don't know if that's gonna work. So,
oh man, that'd be awesome.
I'm trying. I gotta make some phone calls. What are you gonna do? So, what are you gonna do? I'll send you a link to the place. They're pretty cool. They're in San Antonio, Texas. So,
all right.
They're not. Are they closer to Kevin?
Yeah, it's about 6 hours from here.
Okay.
So it's like me driving to Buffalo, but hey, still same state.
That's right.
Same state.
There you go. So we have some NHL trade deadline discussion going on. Did you see John Carlson get traded from Washington to Anaheim?
I did
see that. Yeah,
I did see that. And that's one of the teams that I'd like to touch on.
So the big trade that happened, we have to go to the Midwest, the capital of the Midwest. I don't know if you call it the gateway to the Midwest.
Chicago?
No, St. Louis.
Dang. I took a swing and a miss.
Yeah, that was a pretty wide miss right there. So.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Wow. All right.
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
I forgot about the St. Louis trade, all right, even though you mentioned it in the Patreon exclusive green room before the show.
Anyway, the New York Islanders made a very interesting trade. I guess you could call it the big swing of the day or of the deadline. And Islander fans are pissed. Iowa's Twitter is mad. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to go after my fanhood brethren. I'm going to go after you guys because you guys have so high of expectations when, like the Rangers, the Islanders haven't done squat in 40 years. Let's be real here. So this whole expectation of like, oh, we should have traded for Brock Besser and Jordan Kyrou and Robert Thomas. I'm like, do you guys have a business degree in stupidity? Like, seriously, like this nonsense and the BS ding.
Ding. There we go.
Right, there you go. The nonsense and the BS of like, we need to do this, we need to trade Anders Lee, we need to trade Jean-Gabriel Pageau, who we extended, by the way, for a 3-year deal. Suck it. And Anders Lee, who's been great this whole year, suck it, did not get traded. They traded for Braden Shen. Okay? Blues captain, 34 years old, not having a great year.
On my fantasy team, too, by the way.
Okay,
Oh,
fantastic. Fantastic there, Kevin. That's awesome. But this notion of like, this is such a stupid trade, I will defend it, and I will say this. St. Louis defensively, not great.
No.
Terrible.
Terrible.
Do you want to know Braden Shin's? Oh, breaking news.
Oh, geez.
Whoa.
Here we go.
Whoa. I'll get to this. I'll get to my thought in a second. Yevgeny Malkin of the Pittsburgh Penguins suspended 5 games for slashing Sabres captain Rasmus Dahlin.
Oh, man.
5 games?
Yeah, that's
What, do you slash him in the nuts?
yeah, I don't know.
That's
usually...
the first I've heard of this.
Cup check. Yeah. Anyway. We did that in lacrosse. It was great. We just go, cup check. We had this one guy. Oh my God, story time. We had this one guy who, if you guys haven't been hit by a lacrosse ball yet, don't. It's terrible.
I've not had that happen to me. No.
I've been hit in the shoulder by a lacrosse ball a few times. Not fun.
No,
not fun.
I'll
So
take the word for it.
I also would hit people with my shoulders a lot. So I would be like Johnny Boychuk back in the day. So all-star Johnny Boychuk, by the way. So aside the point, this guy, he wasn't wearing a cup in the middle of a game, and he got he took a lacrosse ball to the Framundas. And I've never heard a man wincing in pain more than that man.
Oh no, I can't even imagine.
Oh God,
I can't even imagine. And that's Murphy's Law right there.
Black, it was black.
Oh man, yeah, because a lacrosse ball. I mean, those those things are screaming when they come out, and it just like I had a similar thing. Little League baseball. And I'm not going to say anything, but like it became clear that we had to get me a new cup. My dad said to me,
no.
My dad said to me, we'll get you a cup after this game. Guess where I got hit in that game? It's the law. It's what's going to happen.
That's right.
Oh God. Oh Jesus. I mean, that's But I remember the image of like they took off his shorts in the trainer's room.
Oh no!
Pitch black.
Oh no!
Jeez. Did this man recover from this?
He did recover. He saved them both. So that's
all right.
Okay.
Oh, man. I'm glad we kept this man anonymous for this show.
That's right.
That's nuts.
Oh man!
I know you got more in the chamber, Dustin.
No, I know. I'm holding it back.
Right.
You know what his nickname was?
What was it?
Balls Mahoney.
Oh, jeez.
That's awesome.
Was that ECW great or WCW great?
ECW.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh God, that's great. So yeah, Braden Shen is okay. I mean, at first I was like, huh? A first, a third, Jonathan Drouin, and a prospect for Braden Shen?
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, why would they do this? Let's play perspective, shall we? St. Louis's defense is terrible. They can't stop pucks to save their life, and Braden Shen is a minus 26 on the year, but he's got 40-something points. Screw it. So my initial comparison was the Travis Zajac trade.
Oh,
if you do remember, the New York Islanders traded for Kyle Palmieri and Travis Zajac before the 2021 Stanley Cup playoffs. Palmieri, torn ACL, he's out for the year this season. But Zajac and Palmieri had key parts in the Islanders' run to Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals against Tampa Bay. They should have won. I'm still salty. It's been 5 years.
No, it happens.
So That's my immediate thought, because Shen's a good center. He's not terrible. But they could slide him in as number 2 center and they'd be fine. But you know what they need more than anything? Physicality and leadership. Because the Islanders are going to make the playoffs. Unless they take a free fall like Tom Petty.
Yeah. Who maybe he wrote that song about lacrosse balls after taking one to the
Who
Reds.
knows? Yeah, he might be aware of that story. So
We'll never know.
Jesus. That's one way to run down a dream.
yeah.
He wasn't learning to fly on that one. He won't back down either. After he got hit, some people called him American Girl. The lacrosse ball said, "Don't come around here no more." All right, I don't know.
That's a wildflower. Help!
Yeah, we're stuck. We're stuck.
Jesus.
We're stuck.
Oh,
We're stuck in
God.
there.
Oh, stuck in the mud.
Oh wow.
After he got hit, that guy had a breakdown.
Oh, my God.
All right. I'm not doing it anymore.
I guess you could call that one Mary Jane's Last Dance. Good God. That's great. Kevin's done.
yeah, he's had enough.
He's had enough of our shenanigans. What are you going to do? I mean, Kevin, what was your response when you saw this trade?
I thought, okay, there's some teams I want to bring up in this area because I think that the Islanders made this move because they're serious about making the playoffs.
Yes.
And so if you are an Islander player, you like to see your management go out and try and make the team better instead of flushing it down the drain, saying, okay, well, next year. So I'm just like I said, I'm a little bit aware of him because he's on my team, but in fantasy, his defense, abilities is not part of the equation.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but I think this is going to work out for them. And like I said, if you're an Islanders player or fan like you are, I think I'd be okay with this deal. At least for this year, because you're trying to do something.
Yeah.
That, and the guys I'm going to bring up in a minute, is the Islanders haven't been where you'd want them to be in a consistent manner. So,
sure.
Try it and win some fans over to your side.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know enough about the specifics of this trade, and I haven't seen a lot of Braden Shen play. But here's the thing, Dan. I think part of it, he's better than people are forgetting. He's better than you think he is because defensively, the Blues are terrible, and Jordan Binnington can tell you how terrible they are defensively. But I was talking about it before the show. I've noticed in this deadline, and again, I'm getting more into hockey. I don't have the knowledge I used to have because I used to play a lot of fantasy hockey. I followed it a little more closely, but I'm not there. I'm not at that point anymore. But it seems to me the general trend at this deadline was if you wanted to get something, you had to give up a lot.
Yeah.
Look at the trade that the Mammoth did with the Flames. The Flames got a lot of picks back for that trade. So I think the Islanders, they're realizing, okay, this is part of the current climate we're in. If you want to get something, you got to give up assets in return and picks. You got to give things up. And I think the Islanders are in a similar place that the Oilers are. The Oilers have a very specific window because Connor McDavid, he signed a 2-year extension with the team.
Yeah.
That was a very clear message to I think we could do this over the next 2 years. And then, in my personal opinion, after that, he's gone. So the Oilers traded for some defensemen this deadline. They're trying to, but I'd love to see them address goaltending. Maybe they tried to. But I think what you said earlier, Dan, you said the Islanders haven't done much for 40 years. You're right. And I think this is them recognizing, okay, we have a shot to do something this year. Let's go for it.
They literally have a okay, so because I don't know, guys, I don't know how much you guys have paid attention to the Eastern Conference. Carolina's hit or miss.
Yeah, it's up and down.
Pittsburgh's hit or miss.
Right. And they're behind Pittsburgh, so
yeah,
let's do this.
And then
I say that as the Pittsburgh Penguins guy, because that, I like Penguins, but
there you go.
And so, but they're right there.
They are.
So
they are, and they got a top 5 goaltender on the planet.
Yeah,
in Ilya Sorokin,
right? Yeah. And
they got,
unfortunately for all the teams in the Eastern Conference, because the 3 best teams are in the Western Conference. In my opinion.
Yeah, Colorado, Minnesota
are playing right now as we speak. Colorado and the Stars.
Yeah, Colorado, Minnesota, Dallas.
Right? Because the Stars have won 10 straight.
And Tampa's in there somewhere.
And something that they had never, even when they won the Stanley Cup, they never won 10 straight ever before.
Really?
Never.
Oh, all right.
And they're playing Colorado tonight, and they're trailing them by 6 points going into this game.
Okay, but back to the Islanders.
So that's my point, though. Is you can win the Eastern Conference.
You can, because the East is wide open.
It is. And
it's a bloodbath, but it's wide open.
Point. Exactly my point.
It's a bloodbath, but it's wide freaking open because Carolina's hit or miss, Pittsburgh's hit or miss for the most part. The Islanders, people forget, the Islanders were a god-awful franchise for majority of the late 80s and the entire 1990s.
Yeah.
I feel your pain.
God-awful. And they get to do something. They have a kid who's getting MVP consideration in Matthew Schaefer.
Yeah.
He's going to win the Calder. That can't be disputed. He's getting MVP chance at UBS Arena. I was there.
You were there blowing your voice.
I was there. I can defend this. He's 18. And he's getting Hart Trophy consideration. It's wild.
Crazy.
Well, and that's another reason for this trade.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm with you.
Because, look at the Dolphins and Dan Marino. He got to the Super Bowl early in his career and they'll be like, "Oh, we'll be back." You never know. So I think the Islanders, they think, okay, now's our shot. Let's go get something.
Go do it. Go do it. Absolutely.
And so that's because there's a team here's trivia. What current NHL team has gone the longest without making the playoffs?
Buffalo.
Buffalo is the answer to that. And
they got a shot this year.
They are in second place in the Olympics.
Yeah.
And they made some moves.
They did.
Well, and they tried to make one, but
they tried to get Colton Parenko.
Yeah, he refused
from
to
the Blues,
wait.
and he refused to go to Buffalo, which is like, first of all, St. Louis versus Buffalo. One's terrible, the other one's really freaking good. Right. Who do you decide? And by the way, Buffalo fans, I will defend Sabres fans. Sabres fans show up.
They do. And this is my point.
Yeah.
Buffalo has been awful.
Yeah.
They haven't made the playoffs in 14 years. Right?
Watch. Buffalo's going to make the playoffs.
They are, like I'm saying, they're in second place in their division.
Going to go insane.
Okay. And they made moves. Okay? Yeah. The team that's got the second longest drought is Detroit.
That's shocking.
Made moves. Yeah, given their history,
Whoa!
9 years they have not made the
Whoa!
Oh man, what do we have here now?
News. Raiders agreed to trade. Five-time All-Pro, 5-time Pro Bowl defensive end to the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh my goodness.
Oh!
How much did the Raiders get? How much?
2
did the
first-round
Raiders
picks.
get? Oof.
It was going to take at least that much to pry this man loose.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
I didn't think that the Seahawks were really in the driver's seat for him.
Seattle, go get Trey Hendrickson.
That's right.
Yeah.
I
Don't
am
let Dallas.
absolutely
Don't
down
let
for
Dallas get him. Don't let Dallas get him. We
No.
are in aggressive trade talks, and we are. Jerry, he's a free agent.
That's
We're
right.
gonna call him.
Jesus Christmas.
Okay, well,
Oh,
there's a team
man,
that needed
okay.
to address their defense. Baltimore is it.
Yeah,
Because it went down the toilet
it did.
after, a certain coach left.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
Baltimore?
yeah. I was surprised. I didn't think that they were
that's
in.
not a team I heard at all mentioned.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, he can certainly, he will elevate their pass rush. There's no question about it. But how much do you think that this move was driven by a combination of two people, Lamar Jackson, Steve Bisciotti? Because I think Steve Bisciotti was saying we should have been better than we should have gotten further than we have the last few seasons with the level of talent on this roster. Go get somebody. We need to do something. I think this was like an owner move. Owner, and also saying, get something to help, get a game changer to help out Lamar. But I don't know. That's just me. That's just
The
me
Baltimore Ravens?
spitting off the dome. Yeah, I was not expecting.
I
this.
heard that Chicago was in the discussion.
Yeah,
Of course, I heard that the Seahawks, but they wanted 2 first-round picks,
yeah.
and John Schneider was not going to do that.
They
So-
got it. They got it from the Ravens.
So hey,
Man,
so okay, he got what he wanted.
Super Bowl or bust, according to Ravens fans.
yeah.
That's cool.
We'll
That's
see.
cool to talk on that just a little bit.
We'll see what happens. You still need
This
a number,
makes no sense to me.
You still need a number one receiver.
They don't have one.
Yeah,
They
they
don't.
don't. They don't.
And Isaiah Likely is he not a free agent?
I
He
think-
is.
Yeah,
I thought so.
and Mark
So
Andrews.
they don't have their 2 tight end punch potentially either.
Yeah, because Mark Andrews regressed. He's
He
regressed.
did. He absolutely did.
But yeah, this is
Okay, let's look at the Ravens depth chart. Give me a second.
all right. All right.
I can't type to save my life.
And I mean, I'm a huge Derrick Henry fan, but he is getting up there. You don't
He
know how
is.
much he has left.
Okay. All
And
right,
that's
let's look
why
at the
I thought
defense.
that John Harbaugh is no longer the coach because they forgot how to use him.
Yeah.
Let's look at the
Yeah.
defense, shall we? So, okay, they may have needed Max Crosby. Never mind.
That's the
Well,
best.
any
Like,
team could use Max Crosby. Let's be honest about this.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut for now on.
I mean, I think it's funny because I think if you asked all of the NFL teams, would you like a shot at Max Crosby? I think all of them would say yes. They're not going to be like, we're set, but they'd at least inquire.
And I heard that John Schneider did, in fact, inquire
Oh yeah,
more than once about
yes.
Crosby.
I heard 3 separate times over multiple years. He
Right? Because, let's face it, they had the, the relationship with the head coach, obviously. So they'd had their, discussions, but, John Schneider's not going to do something that he's not ready to do.
yeah.
That's
and
why
2
he's,
first-round picks.
going to the Hall of Fame.
Are they there for this draft, Dan? The 2 picks?
Well, it
I
can't
think
be
so.
unless they had 2 first-round picks, which they don't.
Yeah.
The reaction for Steelers fans at Urinating Tree, one of our friends of the show. Ravens are trading edge Max Crosby to Baltimore Ravens for 2 first-round picks. For pick number 14 and additional compensation. His response, oh, lovely. He's a Steelers fan.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
All right, let me see.
Whoa. This is breaking news, by the way, as we're recording this.
Right. That's why we're right on the scene.
Oh yeah, we're on the pulse right now.
Sure. Let's go with that.
All right, let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I can't pull this thing up. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
Oh, man.
a Raiders fan just texted me and he goes, I hate myself right now.
Taylor Bisciotti 6 minutes ago on Threads. There we have it. Max Crosby, Ravens. It says on-air host and reporter, NFL and NFL Network, but I wonder, Bisciotti, that's a last name of the Ravens owner.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine that.
Yeah.
Jesus. That's messed up.
Okay. Give it up
Man.
for him.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting.
Talk about 2 teams going at it. Dallas 4, Colorado 3.
Oh, man.
5:36 to play in the second period. So
I might have to make you that Reach for the Stars shirt, Kevin.
might have to.
Wow.
I said it. I said it at the beginning of the year. If the Stars win the Stanley Cup, who knows? Who knows? Because it's certainly not going to be the Oilers that do it. They didn't commit to goaltending, and they stink this year.
That was the other thing.
I just texted my Raiders fan. Hi, buddy.
Oh, yeah. You like to do that.
Okay,
I
but-
do.
so-
I'm an agent of chaos. I'm an instigator.
Yes, you are. And before we slide completely off of hockey, there was one aspect because there were all these players traded, defensemen, forwards. You know what wasn't traded?
Who's that?
Not a single goalie.
Yeah, that
Not one. And so that brings up my team, which would be the Vegas Golden Knights,
Really?
right? They have 2 goaltenders that are not in the top 30 in the NHL. And this is a team that wants to win their division. And we all know that if you go into the postseason with subpar goaltender play, you are not going to stick around long.
No.
yeah.
This is a move I thought, and I'm glad because I cannot be a Vegas Golden Knight fan. Just can't. But putting my hockey glasses on, this is a move I thought they needed to make.
Indeed.
And they did not. So Vegas, when you go home in the first round, here it is right here.
Well, and gentlemen, I do have to say one small thing about the NHL that I noticed at the deadline. Do you know who the Tampa Bay Lightning traded for?
Oh, God, Corey Perry.
That's right. And do you know Corey Perry? Do you know that streak he had where he was on like consecutive
5 consecutive teams to lose the Stanley Cup final?
Yes.
Is that
And
a
I'm
record?
thinking to myself,
It's got to be.
the Lightning are actually good again this year, are they not? They could come out of the
Hold
East
on.
as well.
Hold on. I can confirm that information.
Could you imagine? Do you think there are NHL teams that
When
sit
it
there and
comes
they go,
to
hey?
the Eastern Conference, Tampa Bay is in first place in the entire conference.
So there you go. There you
So-
go.
All right.
Let's do
Actually,
it.
you know what? They're tied with Buffalo at 80 points.
Wow.
So them and Buffalo are at the top of the Eastern Conference.
I'm in. I'm in. All right. Let's get to the jukebox, shall we, Dustin?
Oh, sure.
All right.
Sure,
Here
let's
we go.
do it.
Here we go. All right, Dustin, what do you got for us this week?
All right. Well, much like the Ravens trading for Max Crosby, and that could change the dynamic of the NFL. I had a pick queued up for the jukebox, and I was supposed to send you both a video because it blew my mind, but I'm going to have to make that wait for another week. And yes, this is partially a move to support my friends, which I like to do. One of my best friends, Chris, shout out to him in Virginia if he's listening. I know you're not, but you're going to get the podcast bump anyway. He is a co-founder of a band called The Gherkins. The Gherkins
What
released...
a great name. Let me just say that, Dustin, to you.
Yes.
What a great name, man.
And The Gherkins released, it is a great name, they released their 4th album the other day, March. Actually, I think it released today, either late last night or early today. And it is called Mojo on the Down Low. And I urge you all to check out music by the Gherkins. They've got Dispatches on Hotel Stationery. They've got Return of the Future. They've got Mojo on the Down Low. 4 albums are out. Check them out. But I am going to highlight one song because it wouldn't be the Dustin Jukebox if we didn't put a song in the jukebox each week. Listen to a track called Spoiler on that album, and you may hear some saxophone. This man right here is playing that saxophone on the track. I am a sometime contributor to the Gherkins. We all have names, Kirk and Dirk. They're the main Gherkins. I am Francis Gherkin because I only show up sometimes, but check it out. I like to support my friends. I think the music is great. I hope you do too. Chris has been my friend for a long time. We've worked on music together. I've seen a lot of his projects. I've been a part of some of them. This is the best music that he made. The Gherkins, they know what they're doing. They know how to make great music together. Go check it out. Spoiler alert, off of the album Mojo on the Down Low, newly released today, March 6th. Go check it out. Congratulations, boys.
So Dustin, question. Gherkins, G-E-R?
So the way they spell it is, let me pull it up real quick here. I just got to get to one of the text threads because it'll be faster than going to my Apple Music. Gherkins. Gherkins.
So now we know what we're looking for.
Yeah. Thank you, Kevin.
There you go. All right. You guys got anything else we got to talk about? Or we
you know, for as wide a net as we throw.
Yeah, right.
We brought it home.
Yeah. This was, by our standards, this was a chaotic show. I liked it. I liked it.
So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget BS Sessions Volume 59 will be recorded next week.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 2 weeks from now.
Yes.
So,
you have a very important event next week.
Of some importance. Yeah.
Indeed. But yes, Time to BS production will be pausing operations for a week and 10 days, a week and a few days, stuff like that. No big deal. But with that being said, any final thoughts, ladies and gentlemen, before we close up shop for the day?
Well, just because this is our last episode for a couple weeks, remember, fantasy playoffs are getting ready to start next week in basketball. Okay. And then the week after that in hockey. So if you're in the playoffs already, look ahead to find out who might, who's playing 4 games at a certain week and who may be only playing 2 games, and adjust accordingly.
Dustin?
All right. Thank you for the advice. And I'm sure I'll talk to you, Dan, but I'll make this. Congratulations.
Congrats. That's right. Absolutely. And you deserve it, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
And I can't apparently I can't say congratulations. But I always enjoy doing the show with you two, and enjoy next week, Dan. I hear it goes by very fast. Try to savor it And
That's
we will see
And we
you
want to see
again.
pictures.
Yeah. Send us some pictures on our private Patreon exclusive text thread. And then, but until next time, and congratulations.
Thank you, guys. With Dustin Henry from the Capital Region of Albany, New York, and no credit required. From the great state of Texas and Belly Fantasies, Kevin Wilson. I'm Dan Cruz. I'm coming to you from the beaches of Long Island, New York. We'll see you in this life, and we'll start with the next one. Cheers, everyone. Have a good night.